Hello and welcome to the Con Sports pregame. We have a good one for you today. The battle for the National League East is on. In just a moment, we'll have kickoff for you here. We've got the Braves with Hassar, an incredible rookie start going 5-2 versus Miles with the best start in Seagulls history going 5-0. Could finish the season undefeated for the first time in his career if he gets a win tonight. So much is on the line. Later tonight, we have a battle for the Liberty League South. Stingrays versus Stallions. So that's going to be a good one, too. And technically, the other two divisions are still up in the air, but as of now, it's looking like Rochester and Portland are the favorites. That all could change, though, as we enter closing day of the AFA Season 20. We'll be right back after these messages. Welcome back. Baltimore won the coin toss, which means they'll defer. Hamilton will get the ball to start the first half. And in just a moment, we'll have this game underway. Welcome. And that's wrong. Welcome to the final day of the AFA here. We've got a marvelous one for you. As the 5-2 Braves take on the 5-0 Seagulls. Both teams have a solid shot of winning their division tonight. And it's going to be a terrific one. Got a little standoff here. We're waiting for Miles to get back and get set. And we haven't been in this stadium in a while. Not since last season, but this is Hamilton's temporary home venue. At least until their Tim Hortons Field opens up. And it's going to be exciting. We've got the Eastern Trophy on the line, which last season Montreal took home. But this time around, who knows? Either team could win it. Hamilton are the underdogs, though. Baltimore favored going into this one. Their last matchup ended up in a Baltimore victory off some controversial plays. The rivalry's already heated, yellow and black versus yellow and black. AFA football can't get more exciting than this. And we're still in the pregame here as we're waiting for Miles to get ready. Hamilton does receive the ball first in the game. Baltimore did win the toss. Now he's back, and in a moment we'll be ready for this game to kick off. The National League East on the line. I feel like it should be more hyped up. One of the toughest divisions we've seen in recent memory between two teams other than the current Liberty League North, but this one is a toss-up now. Baltimore favored, Hamilton the underdogs, technically at home. And here's kickoff. Miles aiming it out of bounds for the division. Here we go. Up in the air. That's going to be hit by Hassar and immediately down. Okay. I don't know what's going on here. We will be right back after these messages. Whoops. And an unfortunate issue. Not sure what happened there. We had to draft up an emergency scoreboard. It's ugly, but don't mind it. If it works, it works. We're back in the action here. First down, Hamilton. It was a file issue. And I'd added extra stuff to the scoreboard. Here's first and 25. Hamilton. First play of the game. Almost goes offsides, trying to get him offsides. Takes this one left. Only gets a few yards on the play. Part of this game is getting past Hamilton on these crucial downs. Goes to his left again. First hit doesn't work. Second hit does. Now here's third and medium. Hesitates. Fires. Gets past him. Down to the 42. As he gets another phase. Good gain there. Second down, and he goes offsides. Now that's going to be a second and short situation for Hamilton. Talked about getting past that Baltimore defense. Doing a good job so far. He's got a brave start so far. One of the best rookie campaigns we've seen. I mean, other than Stabby, a clear shot for Rookie of the Year at the awards. Can he make it to the big dance, though, where the awards are being hosted? That's up for interpretation here. As here's second and short. He's not going to get there. Now here's third and inches. In the Baltimore red zone, and he's going to take this one down to the 4. First and goal. And earlier this drive, I talked about having to get past Miles and how that's going to be a challenge. He's proved his worth. He's got it. And he knocks in the extra point. Calling for an offsides, but not quite. And now Baltimore takes the field. And again, look at that graphic. I mean, he's had a good season AFA-wise, but a great season rookie-wise. Last season's Rookie of the Year Dingus managed a 3-2 record in the regular season before being bounced in the wild card. And now here's Baltimore taking possession. He's going to take the ball deep in his own territory. Gets past Hassar. Up to the 29. A good start for Baltimore's first drive of the game. And now here's first and 25. Miles set to take this one downfield as he's going to get tip ruled. Yard back. He's got to be careful here. 3rd and 13. Can he get the yards needed? Yes, he can. Past midfield now. In a much easier spot. Almost went offsides there. He gets past for the first down and more. And with two hard-hitting teams, it comes down to the defense. What is Hassar able to do as Miles gets a phase in a gain there? What is Miles able to do on defense? Here's second down. Miles goes back. Grave mistake, but he does make up for it. Turns nothing into something here. 3rd and short. Motioning left and right. Goes right. Gets it. Ball placement brings him forwards. Here's first and goal. Chance for a quick response. And he's got the touchdown. Touchdown, Baltimore. And he's got the extra point, but that's going to be a redo. Tip rule. Had he stayed down, that still would have been in. I don't think that would have been shoved out. Go sports ball, I guess. As he gets the extra point. Ongoing right now is the BLB Combine. We're the best in blockade baseball. showcase their talent, but we're not here for that. We're here for division-deciding action. Preseason in the BLB is late season in the AFA. As this one's going to be kicked deep. 14 seconds in the first quarter. And a relatively regular drive as far as things go, other than the phases. As we kick off Hussar's second possession inside the dome. As he barely avoids a short kickoff that Hussar could have returned for big yards. Lucky for Baltimore, they potentially saved themselves 20 yards there. With a double hit and then an axe. As this one's angling to go out of bounds. Might be right to Hussar's. This one's short. Straight to him as he gets past midfield. Misses the tip opportunity. Here's 1st and 25. Gets him off sides. And he might take this one all the way, but Miles wasn't ready. Not anymore. It got changed. I'm not a big fan of it, but as long as it's a short sentence, like 2 words, then it's been tolerated. But personally, I don't know, I could change the rule back. As he gets a good gain, final play of the first quarter, he gets stopped. Second quarter. Here's a tags redo. Will he get across? Short distance. He's got it. Down to the 14. Into Baltimore's red zone for a 1st and goal. And he's tried to get a phase off of him. Didn't quite work. Luck wasn't on his side that time. And this drive so far has just been short stops. Short stops as he gets in the end zone. For a touchdown, the ball was still in. Minute 44 in the second quarter. Hamilton responds. He's got it in! Was looking very close to a stop there, but alas. Common mistake in the AFA. Trying to go for a tip, then tipping them the wrong way. Or I guess more of when you run them over on accident. I actually do that quite a lot. And now, here's Miles' second possession of the night. It has to be redone. And what a crucial matchup. Don't forget, tomorrow the AFA playoffs start. Tune into ConSports and RSL. Join the ConNet server, and you get to access an exclusive wild card game. As this one goes up. And it goes back! He's going to get this one deep. He gets downed. Way deep. He called a fair catch. Has to not get safetied. Potentially the right move there. As he gets a short gain. Had the ball placement up, but the tip rule brought him back. That did save him a yard. Tip rule again. Now here's 3rd and 11. And he could get this. And he will! That might have just cost him a drive. We'll review this. And he will! And he will! And he will! And the call stands. Challenge is unsuccessful. Wow. Okay. The worst thing about that drive was how I just messed up the word unsuccessful. I got kudos for my pronunciation of a city's name. Or sarcastic kudos, I don't know. Minute 18. Baltimore loses the football off an unlikely turnover. This offense, which has been so productive this season, now might have to dig themselves from a hole that they've created. The challenge was unsuccessful. Miles did throw a challenge flag as Hussar gets sent back here. Now on the verge of Baltimore's red zone yet again. Here's Hussar. Winding down the play clock. He's going to get stopped. Now a big down here. He does have a fake field goal. Here's 3rd and goal into Miles's red zone territory. That wasn't. As he doesn't get that many yards. Now here's 4th and goal. What's his decision? He's going to call a field goal to try to set Miles back a few blocks. And now, can Miles force a stop to get the football back? The Braves with a chance to go up 2 scores. But were they in, or Doesn't look like they were in. It's first and goal, Hamilton, and he'll take it in immediately. 37 seconds. Might have drawn a flag there. Too many men on the field against Hamilton. As he's got the extra point, does he? This is a huge stop for Baltimore. He's got the stop. 27. His reach range is nowhere near from at least what he was doing. 20-7, Baltimore lessening the gap, which they have to come back from. And can they keep the undefeated season alive? Remember, 37 seconds left. Plenty of time to get something going here. Go sports ball. I swear, this happens a lot in Blockade. You have people who join games, and they see that it's vaguely about sports, and they're like, oh no, you can't have this happening. And then they go back to elemental school number 42 or something. And now, here's Miles' third possession. Already got stopped by by Hamilton's defense. As that one's going to roll out the end zone. Fly out the end zone up to the 30. Where Baltimore will start things off. 37 seconds. 2 timeouts. Remember, lost one after the challenge, but it's not game over for Miles. Just barely avoided tip rule, but give me a moment. Last play until the 30-second warning. Yeah, I know. I fix it. As he gets past midfield. Now here's third down. Still, both 2 timeouts. Retained. As he's going to get across to get more. The breakaway down to the 15. 10-5 touchdown. The Seagulls respond with a 50-yard touchdown. Already speeding up the comeback. A brutal phase. Hussar misses. That's going to be a redo. 13-20 to take this within 6. And man, oh man, what a way to respond in kind. Remember, Hamilton does have all 3 timeouts. Baltimore only 2. 23 seconds in the half. He's going to kick this one as an onside. The comeback could happen almost immediately. And now let's see who gets this one. Last time we had an onside, it was brutally close between these teams and had to be reviewed. Now who's getting this one? Miles. Kicks this one out of bounds at the 45. Giving Hussar a good start field position-wise. And now he can go back up by 2 scores. Now only up 6. And that defensive stop making him feel real good tonight. He might take the division title up to Canada. Back where it belongs after that Montreal dynasty came to an... Oh, wait, tip roll. And now, only 10 seconds left. Gets past for a first down, but wasted a lot of time here. 6 seconds. He does have all 3 timeouts. I don't know what his plan is. Maybe just settling for a field goal. 3 seconds left. Can he run another play? And the half runs out. Unfortunate mishap. There were only 3 seconds left. He should have just reached for the sideline. Now Miles has the potential to come back again. Now welcome to the third quarter. 4 game minutes left to decide the Eastern title. Hamilton up 6 after a defensive stop. However, Baltimore made a smart play and got them down at the 1. Now they receive the second half kickoff. And the league worst kicker is going to kick it short. So that's going to be a redo. And now, he's looking to kick this one to his right. He fakes it. This one's going way up high. Up to the 24 to start Baltimore off. They can retake a lead here and complete the 13-point comeback. No guarantee about a win, however. As he gets stopped again. Third and long. He's going to get stopped once more. The tip rule brings him back. Now here's 4th down. And he gets stopped. Another turnover for the rookie defense. Remarkable. Hamilton getting things going again. Can they keep that double-digit lead this time? And Baltimore's very risky. I mean, Baltimore, he should go to Vegas. Miles should go to Vegas with how many times he's been taking gambles. As he goes downfield. Now here's 2nd down. Hassar's getting past him for the first down already in Baltimore's red zone. At this point, you would have thought Baltimore was in Hamilton's red zone. 1st and goal. Hassar edges the play clock. And now, Baltimore's looking for a miracle stop here. 3rd and goal. Quite a ways to go. Well, only 5 yards, but it's always high pressure in these situations. He's got it in. Touchdown, Hamilton. 2 defensive stops today. 2 touchdowns in reply. Remember, Baltimore has plenty of time left. Lano has a really bad reputation in PLP. But surprisingly in the AFA, people are fine with it. There's no play clock on extra points as he gets stopped again. Only getting 6 points per drive when he forces a takeaway from Baltimore, 14-26. And now previously down 13. They're only down 12. Baltimore to start things off. Two minutes and 57 seconds left in this game. 57 seconds in the third quarter for those not in the know. You know, because we're just cool like that. This is the final day of AFA action in Season 20, and what a season it's been. We've had some of the highest activity, really, in a long while. And we're just grateful to have so many new players, as this is a bad kick. Goes out of bounds in Baltimore with good starting position. And now already past midfield. Gonna try to avoid another stop as he gets a phase there. Just gets the 2 seconds off the tip. He's good. Now here's third down. Gets close to the blue block. Gets a phase. Tip rule brings him down. 1st and 25. Gets him off sides. Now here's 1st and 20. Motioning left and right. Gets inside the red zone. Short gain tip rule. Again, another short gain. Third down. Miles is going to take this. He's got the ball placement necessary for a 4th and inches. He's got it. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tip rule. Never mind. And now he runs it in. 9 seconds in the 3rd quarter. Here's the extra point. Hassar only 2 for 4 today. Miles 2 for 2. He's got it in. 21-26. And now those 2 missed extra points might start to bite Hassar in the butt here as we get closer and closer to this final quarter of play. I don't want to say one of the last plays until the 4th quarter, but, you know, only 9 seconds left. How many plays is Hassar going to run in that time? Maybe 2 or 3. Miles misses an early onside opportunity, but Hassar, it all falls on him. He has to be smart with his time management. He has to know what he's doing in this situation. That's only if it goes through his goalpost. If it went through there, then that would be a 1-point safety in favor of Hamilton. He's going to take this one deep. Takes it up the 20. Up to the 24. Not gone, but he did fake him out. Now here's one of the final plays of the 3rd quarter. Gets only a short gain. Last play of the 3rd quarter if he runs this one. And he's got a 3rd and long. Fourth quarter. 2 minutes left to decide the winner of the East. A new champion this time around. Will it go back up to Canada to avenge Montreal? Or will the Bay take home their first title? 4th down, and he might have to punt here. Terrible situation. And I mean, you could punt. Looks like he's gonna. He's gonna have to punt this one. Baltimore's defense does come through with a stop. They've been the ones lifting all the weight today. Now with a quick stop, Baltimore gets the ball back. Thanks, EA. This one's gonna go only up to the 20 for a touchback, as is commonplace on punts. Now starting deep in his own territory, can Hassar force another stop? Good gain to start things off. Here's Miles. Spins around Hassar, gets a 3rd down. Now he's up to a 4th and inches. Tries to draw him off sides. He's got it past midfield. Short gain here, only 6 yards. Again, quick, short plays. Third down. Phases through Hussar, gets a good gain for 4th and short again. Almost gets him offsides. Gets past, first down, Baltimore, now 1st and goal, nearing the Hamilton red zone. 59 seconds. Less than a minute left of play for the division. And now he takes this one down. Tickle will bring him back. 3rd and goal. And he's down for 4th and goal at the goal line. He's got to punch it in here. And now 4th and goal. A stop here could mean game. He's got it in. Touchdown, Baltimore. They retake the lead after coming back down 13 earlier in the game. If I'm him, I would have gone for 2. Just a no risk, all reward kind of thing. Now 28-26. Baltimore now leads. They can't onside it. So now, with all 3 timeouts, Hamilton could get the win here, down 2. They were previously up 13, but a forced punt. As Hussar gets this one, runs it down to the 30-second warning. Pass, Miles gets up to the 45. And now 30 seconds between these 2 teams in the National League East title. Yes, the 4th quarter. The worst kicker in the league. However, he's hit 2 walk-off field goals in his career so far, as he only gets this one past midfield. Why is he waiting so long? "15 seconds left. He's wasting too much time. Now Miles just stopped. 12 seconds left on the clock. Baltimore, 2 timeouts left. Hamilton all 3. As he gets this one down. 4th down. He does have a fake field goal in his roster. Will he kick this one, though? Or will he run it? That's the question. You could do either and still reasonably come away with a win, as he's going to take this one past. 8 seconds left. 2 timeouts for both teams. 1st and goal, Baltimore. And this time situation might just work out for him. He's got to be careful with this Baltimore defense. Here's 1st and goal. As he's got it! Down to the 10. 4 seconds remaining, no offsides. Now he's got to get down. Ball placement brings him up 2 seconds. Doesn't have a fake field goal here. What do you do? What do you do? No timeouts remaining. 2 seconds left. Baltimore's going to call a timeout. He has 1 timeout left. Hamilton has none. Here's the final play of the game. And this is those high-pressure situations which you dream about. A stop and Baltimore wins. He might go for a field goal here. He cannot fake it. He could set it back however far he likes, though. And he's going to take this one. Technically only a 15-yard field goal. And he can set this back however far he likes. Could score another game winner. That will count as his practice kick. There was not a go signal, so that does not count. And this is about as high pressure as it gets. If Miles can't somehow block it, and he's going to set it close. If he tries to get him off sides, it might work. It might. As he's going to try to play goalpost defense here. 15 yards. Kicking it 30 yards out. Tries to draw him off sides. Will not work. Here's for the division. The 15-yarder. Miles slips. He doesn't fall off. It's no good. Baltimore wins it. And I mean, and this could be redone, but there's a slim chance as look clean. We'll be right back after these messages. Hassar missed a 15-yard field goal. Kicking it from the 30. Had no shot of getting up. And it's looking like Baltimore's game if this isn't redone. And Baltimore may have just won this division off of luck. That's the wrong trophy, my bad. And in an anticlimactic ending, looks like Baltimore won it all. There's no shot of redoing this one. Both of these teams will be in the playoffs. They're top seeds in their conference. Baltimore now at number 1. Hamilton now at number 3. They'll potentially face either Portland or Colorado in the wild card at their stadiums. So it's not too hard for either team here. They could very well meet up in the championship again. And it's not over for Hamilton. Despite this heartbreaking ending, it's not over. And if that field goal was made, it definitely would have been over for Baltimore. remember, this is the closest comparison I can draw is 49ers versus Seahawks. Winner got the 1 seed. Seahawks and the Seagulls eventually won it. Then they met again in the playoffs. Like, this is not a playoff game. Both teams still have a shot. There could be a third meeting. There is another chance for Hamilton to prove themselves. But as for Baltimore, they wrap up an undefeated season. Hamilton so close to victory. Now 2 of 3 for game walk-off field goals. And that's all from the Quebec Dome.